Welcome back. It's Sunday, so it's time to go through the 12-pound barrel. See how everything's looking in there. See if we have anything ready to move on. Hopefully we have some stuff this week, because last week I was pretty particular about stuff and I didn't really pull too much stuff out, but that could mean for a good clean out this week. Bunch of zebra jasper and red jasper. I see some Botswanas, and our thunder egg is there at the bottom. The Lotto tumbler isn't running right now, so I'm thinking the next batch we'll be putting in there will be the Bahia agates, because I just about have enough of those. So hopefully we have some to pull out this week and we can add to that batch and get the Lotto going again. See some of the Mozambique agates. More of the zebra and the Botswanas. Oh, there's our geode. It's getting pretty small. Getting a lot of that host rock off. All right, I'll go through those and see what's ready to move on, and we'll take a look at some of that stuff and whatever we have to fill the barrel this week. I'm not sure what we're doing this week yet. All right, so this is everything we pulled out this week, which wasn't a ton, but I'm all right with it. Some things, we've got a bunch in there of the Botswanas that have like one little spot that I'm really trying to get rid of, and then it'll look really nice. So they're just going to have to run for a few more weeks till they're ready. But we'll take a look at a few of the things that we are pulling out. I've got one Bahia agate here, and it's got a couple little things with it, but I don't think I'll be able to get rid of them very quick. I mean, it would take a long time, and I really like how you can kind of see the quartz there, and then the bands, and then all the eyes on the top part. So we're going to move it on. It looks pretty darn nice. There's something here or there that I wasn't super happy with, but we're going to move it on because we're going to get some Bahias going in the Lotto this week too, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then there's another Bahia agate here. I think there's 3 or 4 of them. That one, you can see the bands on the bottom and the little quartz pocket there, and then it's got all the eyes on it. It's looking pretty good. All those bands on the edge of the quartz where the eyes are, looks pretty neat. So I like that one. And here's another Bahia agate. And it's got some stuff on the top here that I'm not super happy with, but I've already tumbled it quite a bit. You can kind of see that little window through there, looking at layers down below it. And there's a little band of quartz running through there. And then there's this one. I think that this is the last one. It's got the cool quartz on it there. And then just pretty well agate on the back side. Kind of has some eyes going on over here. So that one's looking good. It's got one little spot right there, but I think I'd have to tumble that a long time to get rid of that. And I don't want to make it any smaller, and we're going to get them going in the lotto anyway, so I'm going to let it move on. We do have a couple of the Mozambique agates this week that are ready. This one looks really nice. When we get these all polished, we'll have to look at them with a flashlight, because there's a lot of stuff in there that you can see when you really get some light on it. But it's got some pretty cool bands on this side. So that one's moving on. And then also this little bitty one. That's a Mozambique agate also. But it's got some bands on it there. And you can see some on that side too. So yeah. And then we have a couple Botswanas that we're moving on this week. It's got most of the banding that you see is on this side. And a couple other ones that aren't perfect. This one I think is about perfect. It's pretty nice. Oh, I guess there's a little fracture right there. That's probably what I was trying to get rid of. But that could take a long time to get rid of that. And this is the side that I like anyway, so we'll run with it. And then this Botswana has got a bunch of the eyes in it. And you can see how those go down into the rock. So there's like a little pinhole in it all the way down. So you won't be able to get rid of that pinhole. So we're just going to move it along. A little bit of quartz there and then some bands. Not too exciting, but it's been rolling in course for quite a while, so we're ready to move it on. And then this one, I believe is a Botswana. It doesn't really have the Botswana colors. It more looks like a piece of quartz, but it kind of has some pink right there. But I believe it came in the batch of Botswanas that I had ordered, and it kind of has the eyes on the back like that other one did, but pretty well just a piece of white. And most of this stuff on the back of this one you can't feel. You can kind of feel that deeper one, but it goes down in the rock a long ways, and it's already pretty skinny, so we're just going to polish it. There's not a lot of cool bands or anything on it. And this Botswana has some eyes down there at the bottom, some quartz, a bunch on the top too. Kind of got some green in those, and you can see all those little pinholes from where those, I think it's a tube agate goes into there. And then I have a few pieces of red jasper that we're moving on. Nothing too exciting. A little bit of yellow and some stripes in it, but pretty well just red jasper. And then I've got a whole bunch of zebra jasper. I wouldn't say a whole bunch, but all that here is all zebra jasper, and a lot of it's not perfect, but they're really skinny. So I'm afraid if I try to get them to where they're skinny, they're going to start breaking up, and they're pretty decent right now, so I don't want to break them. I think there's a couple other ones in here that were really skinny, like that. There seems to be a lot of flaws in the zebra jasper, and there's not a ton of... The stripes are pretty cool, that's why I ordered it, so we'd try it one time, but I don't think I'll do too much more of the zebra jasper, but we're going to move those ones on. And then I also wanted to look at the thunder egg. I'll move this out of the way. It hasn't changed a lot, but you're starting to be able to see some stuff in the agate right there. I was kind of trying to see if we could get that little dimple out of the middle, but I don't know if that material in there, I don't know I think it's mossy. It might be a little softer, so it wears away faster, but we're getting the host rock on the outside tumbled off, and you're seeing more and more of the agate. It's a real slow process, but rock tumbling kind of is, so that's where that's at. We're just going to keep rolling that, and see what it turns into. And our geode, I'll get it wet, is looking pretty cool. There's a lot of quartz exposed here. There's just this. I was hoping to get this part, it might be a little bit harder, I'm not sure, but trying to get that to wear off a little bit. But it's pretty little now. But that's all right. We got to experiment with them, see what it turns into. So the other thing I wanted to look at this week is what we're going to put in the barrel. I've only got 2 pounds of it, so I'm not going to roll it in 3-pound barrels because it won't take long and I won't have enough anyways. And I kind of want to keep some of them in bigger pieces so they'll roll better in the 12-pound barrel. But I already had a little video on this stuff, but now I've got it cut up. We've got some kaleidoscope jasper. And it's got some really cool colors and patterns in it. A little bit of red and green down there and some green on the bottom here. Lots of yellow. So I think that this stuff's going to be pretty cool when we get it polished. I've had it sitting around for a while and I finally got it cut up and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. But we're just going to tumble it and we're going to do it in the 12-pound just because, like I say, like I got some of these pieces that are pretty good sized. I've got a couple more of these. I think they're going to look really cool when we get them polished. Oh, this one's got some pretty cool bands on it. Some more green on the top. There's the edge that I cut, so you can kind of see what it looks like on the inside. But this stuff is pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and get some of that stuff added into the barrel this week. So we'll get everything set back up and get everything loaded in, and we'll get her going for another week. All right, we got mostly all the stuff back in. We've got our thunder egg and our geode that we looked at. They're going to roll a bit more. Got a little bit too much water in there right now. Maybe just a little bit more. All right, there's that. And we're going to get some of the kaleidoscope jasper in there. There we are. We got most of it in there. I'm thinking we'll probably put the rest of it in there next week. And we got our 14 tablespoons of our 4670 silicon carbide. And we're ready to go for another week. Thanks for watching.